Coming from the Human Eater.
Okay, welcome back. So, sorry, real life, small break. So, everyone has a very good sleep. In the morning, it's pastries, eggs, toast, sausage, bacon, plethora of different fruits and vegetables. And you see a pomegranate split open on your tray. And you guys eat breakfast, no big deal. So you were all basically going back to Glimpershine's in order to kind of split off from there, if I understand correctly.
Yeah, that's fine. I gotta just meet with Sue.
Yeah. So the valet escorts you down to the building.
Okay.
Very easy trek. Once you get to the building, though, as you look up, you can see there's a lot of construction going on at the roof of this place, where they are building a steel framework and putting glass panes up into it to create like a glass dome around the top of this building.
And we're building something nice.
Yep. So you, Sue actually meets you right at the door. And this being your first time meeting Sue, you're probably weren't expecting to see a 6.5 foot tall female orc with a huge tusk coming up on one side and the other side is half broken off, who looks like she belongs in a fighting pit, wearing a pencil skirt, a white blouse, and carrying around a very large briefcase that looks like it weighs more than many of your party members.
Great.
She looks at you. Good morning. I understand you've already had breakfast, correct?
Yes.
Okay. And you had a few questions and issues you wanted to discuss.
Yes, if you're available.
Okay. And I do once again apologize. Mr. Glimpleshine has a habit of doing that, so there was no problem fixing that for you.
It's okay.
That's why we record all of his meetings. And that's why he's not allowed to do any big business unless he's here.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
So, what can I help you folks out with today? You said something about, I heard something about a blacksmith.
Yes.
And information on shipping.
Yes. We'll start with the blacksmiths. Our party member, I motion over to Knack, is
We like metal. Learn how to make metal good stuff. Okay.
This resident fireman Rack basically is good with fire, and this gentleman would like to come along to head to the blacksmiths to learn trade, mostly for Knack and with maybe help from the fire one. And as far as our current newest party member, whatever he wants.
I'm looking for equipment.
Okay, so do you want to go
If
with?
you're looking for equipment, then our blacksmith shop is not for you where you want to be. Our blacksmiths are currently working on a specialized project, and I can have your compatriots here work with them. But for actual gear, you're much better off purchasing it. We don't craft much of our own gear here.
After I bring the Skek to the School of the Ancients, we'll head to the merchant section and we'll look around. So if you want to plan on that, that's the best option.
The best gear you'll find will be from Geralt Ironworks. They make some fantastic stuff. You can find their wares quite often in the marketplace, as well as a few other crafters that come in occasionally.
I'm gonna kind of mention you when you say you're gonna walk with him after dropping you off. I'm gonna be, well, considering it's your business, it'd be best if you stuck around so you could see the different types of. I'm here to help, yes, and I'm willing to help you look, but I don't know exactly what you would want.
We have enough time that if you just wanted to take the day and get to know the layout of the land, we wouldn't have to worry about the business till probably at least tomorrow.
Okay.
So, I mean, this is more so that this seems like a place that you would enjoy. And building the contacts takes time. I learned this in my trade. And he's giving you wisdom. You know, basically, best relationships aren't done in a day.
So
Even throwing
what
around
type of gear are you looking
money
for, sir?
takes
While they discuss.
New weapon.
takes
Modified
meeting the
on my
people
weapon.
and meeting them again
And
before the contact is really big.
Okay. I would definitely try the northern marketplace.
Subtlety is key.
You'll
Having the
find
money
much
to
better
throw around,
goods
and
there.
my advice
You
about
could
the
also
alchemy shop would be
try
best bet to get some
Bruce's.
funds.
Yeah.
They'll trade. They
He has some
I whispered
excellent
to you.
stuff,
I
including
don't know
things
why.
that you can't really find other places. So if you're looking for something more on the eclectic side,
exactly. So
I would definitely
the
go
more
see
contacts
Kairos.
we make is the
Okay,
best.
otherwise
And
the
to make a
marketplace would be
friendship,
probably your
just
best
make sure
bet.
you tell him what you're about to
Sounds
pull
good.
before you do. They seem to.
Sorry, we don't really
Get
handle. We're not
concerned.
an arms dealer.
If
No
that you
problem.
pull that
We're
out.
mostly
public.
transport.
I look over at Zasmine. Name right.
Soon to be revolutionized.
Wait,
But
what?
Soon to be
so,
revolutionized.
I will go and I will
Nice.
inspect and I will talk.
Did you still
Hence the new
want to?
building?
if you do,
Did
if
you
you don't
still
see
wanna
anything
know
to
the
the
other
trade,
building?
then I'm gonna probably go
But,
with Triple Shine,
did you still wanna work with our blacksmiths, or-
No, I just wanted to see if you could craft something for me.
Okay.
Even if it's just my account.
Yeah. No. Not
Exactly. We need someone to give him money.
Really. Okay. So I will have the Cobalt and Knack brought over to our building over there, where our blacksmiths are currently working.
Excellent.
They don't craft weapons or armor, just to advise you. If you want to really learn that, they'll teach you the ways to do it. But when it comes to actually making it, they're not doing that over there. But you'll learn some very interesting other techniques, though, I'm sure. But I do need you both to sign a confidentiality agreement stating the fact you will not share any information of what you see within this building with any other company entity on perjury of death.
I just nod.
Sure.
So you sign
That's
if
fair.
you speak, you die.
Yeah.
Okay? So I just need a drop of blood on this parchment, please, right on this sigil.
I wave. Do it.
Alright,
Lower my hand.
oh yeah, I
Not,
guess
not even an issue.
I'll just poke my finger with my claw.
Thank you. And she leads you off. I'll describe what you see and what you and Knack train with in a little bit. Okay. And then, so the rest of you, how can I help you folks out today? What are you looking for?
As far as the trade, I'm meeting with a herbal plant grower that's going to be setting up shop in a farm that I recently purchased with the assistance of my party leader. And
Just go.
go with it, roll with it. And basically, I'm setting up shop. He should be good to start making a business out of this herbal plants. And I was wondering if we could arrange some type of trade or transport deals once it's in operation.
Okay. So you're trying to start a new business then?
Yes, basically.
Okay. And have you filed the necessary paperwork?
I would need to learn the process for that.
Okay. There isn't much. Okay, but there are a few things that you do want to be aware of, such as resigning contracts between other merchants' guilds to make sure you're not encroaching on other people's territory or market trade. Otherwise, the negotiations can get quite animated
Understandable.
and brutal at times.
Would I ask her if she wouldn't mind just helping me set up the paperwork, make sure that the territory's open, and
Okay, she gets a bunch of notes from you as to basics of what you're looking for. I will have our people look into it and see what you might need.
much obliged. I think
know
that's everything that we
Oh,
need.
it's our pleasure doing business with you.
Looking forward to.
Glenpool hopes to continue doing business in the future.
I'm hoping that as well.
You've entertained him.
I don't doubt it. We are. I look over at the group. Entertaining.
And she looks up. And that should be done in about 4 days.
What?
Still
I don't
tough.
know.
Oh, that. Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Sorry, I missed her. Yeah. Sounds good.
Well, then, I'm sorry, I do have a busy schedule. If there's nothing else,
Thank you
then
for your time.
I shall let you go. Alright, so the lead you and Knack into this large warehouse. Now, everything looks dark on this building. It's deadly quiet as you come up to it. As soon as the door opens, though, you hear the cacophony of anvils being struck by hammers. Okay, you can smell the fires from the forges and the foundry. Okay, you didn't sense any of the heat within here before.
I like this place.
You hear the fires whispering to you as if they're alive.
Ooh.
As you enter, you see what looks, as the door closes behind you and your eyes adjust to the light, you see that both sides of this giant 50-foot long building, okay, by 40 foot is lined on the sides of it with foundries and forges, okay, that are, the flames themselves are dancing, they seem. As you look up, you see suspended and being built above you what looks to be sort of like some of the boats that you saw going around the waterways. Okay. One thing, make an intelligence check.
Not 20.
You realize, wait a minute, there's no water right here, there's no water access, and there's about a block of buildings between this place and the water.
I really like this place.
And most of the boat thing above you is made out of metal. You look over at Knack for a moment, you see him drooling. His eyes look like sparkly gems. He's like a 5-year-old on Christmas morning. And he is so happily excited. And you realize that they're not making weapons or armor, they're being completely honest with you. At that intelligence roll, they're making parts that are being put into this ship. Metal tubes, gears, different other things that you cannot recognize. And the forges are being worked by a collection of dark dwarves, gnomes, a few orcs, and you see what looks to be a, down at the very end, what looks to be this like 8-foot tall, trollish like creature that's just hammering away. Sparks flying everywhere. Now, I want you to make a wisdom check for me.
16.
Okay. You know, I said the fire seemed to be whispering. After connecting and relaxing in here a little bit, after your excitement bows down, you realize that the flames are actually each fire elementals.
Oh.
They are literally living flames. Like babies of the one that raised you in the volcano.
My people.
My people.
At
Yep.
last I've found a place I belong.
And they're happy. Melting the metals. Now, I want you to do a history check for me.
17.
You're lucking out tonight.
Right?
You also realize that the sensation that you get from these small fire elementals, okay, which is different than what you had from back at home, is much like what you felt from the hot spring. That was sad.
Sorry.
It's true. It wouldn't have
So
been a good idea to mess with that.
a couple gnomes come up. Okay, Knack is brought over. He starts learning how to do blacksmithing work. He's like a kid in a candy shop. Okay, they bring you over. So, how can we help you? We heard you want something about fire.
I'm here to help you in building whatever that is. I can help you guys with some fire if you
We have
any?
plenty of fire. How good are you with your flame?
Very, I'd say, but I've been told otherwise.
He was truthful.
Fantastic! I have the perfect job for you. Okay,
Excellent.
we'll have you. If you're not afraid of heights, are you?
No.
Okay,
Turn you into a
we're going to
father.
connect you to a harness, dangle you from the ceiling. Okay, and you see those large steel beams that are being brought over by winch?
Yes.
I need you to weld those to the other steel beams that are already there at the places that they'll mark for you. That's not a problem for you, is it?
I can try that. Hopefully.
I rolled a 1 on my insight check. So he takes the most difficult job in the place.
Do you think
Okay.
by that response
Now-
though he'd get another insight check?
Now, you got to be very careful, though, because one little mix-up and the whole thing could come crashing down and will probably kill some of the people below.
Now's the time to be truthful.
So please wait right here. I'll be right back with someone. I'm sorry, what?
Well, as much as I'd love to help you with your hardest job, I'm a bit concerned for everyone else here.
Are you not confident in your skills, sir?
No, I'm skilled, but
Not that.
not very
What type of work would you like to do?
precise.
So you need work on your precision work.
If you have anything that would work for that.
You should get another insight check.
You know what? Not an insight check.
No,
Oh, no.
it's okay.
Did you roll another 1?
You can do it.
What did you roll?
Oh no!
You can do it.
Well,
Not quite as bad as the
if
one.
you just need to learn a bit more control, then how about I send you over to the plate cutters? Okay, they'll be more. They could definitely use the help, and if you want to learn control prior to welding, that's probably one of your best bets to go.
Sure.
They use the flames to cut the sheets of metal and to help flatten them out.
Sure, that sounds less dangerous.
Okay. They bring you over, and you see people with these hoses connected up to some big tanks that have flames coming out of them, and they're using them to cut steel plates into smaller sections.
So just
Karate chop it.
So, you want to spend the day practicing on using your heat to slice through metal and
Yes.
what they're doing with their tools, only you do it with your primal?
Yes.
Okay. So, for the day, I'm going to have you do a bunch of rolls.
Okay.
Okay, and then I'm going to have you average them out.
Okay.
Okay, so are you okay with a little bit of math?
Sure. I can math.
Okay, I want you to do a perception.
Wonderful start.
This is how well you're able to perceive what they're trying to teach you.
Okay.
Next will be a history check to see how well you can remember what they teach you.
Okay.
I figured that was going to be the last one.
Now I want you to make a sleight of hand check for how well you control your physical actions with what your with your mind link thing.
Now, rule
thank
one,
God he's not working on the boat!
He would have killed so many.
that bad.
We're
rolled over
destroying the whole
9.
project.
And if you roll any natural ones or 20s, let me know.
No, I'm not rolling any ones.
Oh, that's good. Okay, next roll I want you to
you
do
said that.
is a
Knock on wood.
oh, which one do I want to do for this one?
Eventually I'll get somewhere, but
Okay,
if I'm
let's
going up by one.
do a wisdom saving throw
Oh, joy.
to keep your fires under control.
Okay.
So you had 2 to that.
15.
That's not too bad.
Alright, you got one of the double digits.
Okay,
Finally.
and
Oh, we took 4 rolls.
I want you to make a spell attack roll.
So he
I
gets to
just
add.
spell mod.
He gets to add your spell mod.
Yep.
Yeah. Nat 20.
Not 20 plus 24.
Okay,
You finally
Right,
rolled.
nat 20 on there.
that was the best one to get a nat 20 on.
Good.
Because that was your control of being able to use it as a spell. Okay, you know how you had your flamethrower that's a cantrip? Okay, this was to control it in order to bring it down into a blowtorch
Oh,
that could cut through metal. Which is what you're trying to learn, right?
Yeah.
So, you learn it well. Now let's see how well you can do it. So, how many numbers were there total at that point, not including the last 20?
4?
4?
Yeah.
Alright, so add those 4 numbers together. And then divide by 4. And tell me what the final roll is.
Adding more
5?
together.
Yeah.
Just the 4, not the 20.
Oh, I forgot the.
Yeah, I was gonna say, dude, that was not high enough. Let's take a moment. Let's take a moment.
I forgot one.
Well, you've got 2 of them, actually. You get...
So 6.
Well, am I counting this last one?
I know.
Yeah, don't count the 20.
6 plus 7.
It's 36.
8 and 15.
Yeah, 36.
And divide that by 4.
Yeah.
So 8.
9.
9. Good. 9.
9.
You burned half the place down.
9.
Okay. Roll a D100.
The 2d10s. Yeah.
Top one would be good.
By the end of the day, you finally pick it up.
94.
After you do 94 gold worth of damage to the steel plates that all have to be redone.
Oh, God. All in a day's work.
Okay.
They
not
never
doing that
want
with
you
you
back
tomorrow.
there. They're never gonna want you back there tomorrow.
Nat can go
Take it
back
out of my
tomorrow.
You can't.
You will probably not. I'm sure I'll
Okay.
get a message.
But you've now learned how to. Your flamethrower can now be used as like a cutting torch.
Honestly, though, I think like after the first 2, they probably would have given them scrap metal to work on anyway.
Oh, it took them a while to realize. I rolled really low for the foreman's insight and perception checks.
Oh, well.
So to them, it was like, oh, he's doing fine.
He's fine.
He'll be
And then
fine.
they really went and looked later.
And then they come over like, what the fuck happened here?
I'm sure he's doing fine. He seemed confident.
Okay, no, you need to cut on the lines. Okay, not through the building.
I saw my own line.
How big were you making your torch? Well, it go 15 foot, so I try 15 foot first.
So it'd be
His
easier.
neighbors, but
Now you didn't
Were
really
there
not
people
once.
working with you? Oh, they ran away long ago.
That right? Look, Shaman, here comes fireball. All these guys with torches are suddenly torches. No.
everyone's scattered.
At those freaking low rolls, yeah, you were messing up. That. Oh god.
6, 7, 8.
It was, and then it was like 15. Yeah, then
Nat
15.
20.
Nat 20. You're like, oh, that was
Okay,
funny.
that's like the 80s montage where it's like everything blows up for like the first half of the montage. Then it's, instead of everything blowing up, it's just everything falling apart. And then finally at the end, it's like that revelation moment where all of a sudden, boom, we figured it out. And I have level 1 skill in it now. It took me all day to get level 1 skill. But I can do it.
And it burned down half the building.
Well, I told them I had precision problems, so it's their fault.
Apparently.
No, that's not precision problems. That's called no precision at all.
I have skill. No, you don't.
I have skills.
Maybe.
You do in a big
Yes,
round
skill
area.
is shitting
I have
shit on
skills
fire.
at killing people.
It's all perspective. Hey, you ran a furnace when with Knack, so
Yeah, they
that
could have
went
just
well.
thrown him in an empty furnace and been like, here, burn this.
I didn't roll high enough on my insight check to get there.
Yes, that was the more likely one. Just
Okay.
flame on, dude. Okay, cool.
So if you needed less control, but you already said you knew what you were doing, then I'll send you to a moderate skill point that if you have basic fire knowledge or use of how to use the tools, okay, I don't think he was actually expecting you to do it with your own power, okay, but at least knowledge of how to use the tools, then it should be no problem, okay, that's medium skill wage, okay. Running the forge in order to keep smelting the metals when pouring it and stuff, that's like the lowest wage. It's also the most dangerous. So it would have been the most perfect for him because the biggest danger is getting burned. And that's not really a danger for him. But no, because I rolled that low, well, you didn't want the most advanced job, so I'll give you a medium level job because if you come here recommended by the big boss, then you must know what you're doing.
How was Rek doing? Or not Rek,
Knack?
Knack, yeah.
Okay, so Knack will be very happy to tell you when he gets home tonight. Or very upset. You could find out.
we will.
Okay?
One way or the other.
So,
Especially him escorting the Cobalt home. Okay, so that's your day
Yay.
for the first day. So sorry, you're not going to get much RP for a little bit.
That's fine.
So the rest of you, where's your next stop?
After Sue is all set with us and she takes care of the kobold and Knack, then I'm going to. Is the ferry going to arrive first, or can I bring Sky to the ancient library? General approximation.
So, do you tell Sue that you're meeting with someone
Yes.
that's coming in on the ferry?
I mentioned that the grower related to the future herbology business.
If you would like, I can have one of our emissaries alert you as soon as he arrives.
That would be great.
Okay, not a problem. Whereabouts are you planning on heading?
Immediately to the Library of the Elders, Ancients. I'm sorry, I missed
Oh,
name.
the Society of Learned Men?
Society of Learned Men.
Yeah, the library.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, good luck. If we need you or they arrive, we'll contact you. We'll have our person keep him entertained while we wait for you to arrive for you.
Sounds good. Appreciate it.
It's the least we can do. You're making us a fortune.
Glad we could help, and future business is always appreciated. And then I guess we head to the School of Learned Men.
Yep.
Okay. So, to go to the School of Learned Men, you're going to go past the Brown Elk Tavern, which you already hear rowdy people inside, and it's mid-morning.
Sounds like a good guy.
Drunkards.
And there's about there's two people that are passed out drunk in the front of the building.
Check him. Is it Radiant Boy?
No.
No. Is Radiant Boy still with us in the group?
Yeah, I'm having him trail
Yep.
you.
Perfect.
Okay. He's tailing you the whole way.
Perfect.
Okay. So you've been around, so you can lead the way.
Yep.
You do also end up going by Cryas' shop.
Not a shot.
Yeah, you go by the Cryas' shop. You go
What's
by.
Kyra's shop?
Armor, weapons.
Oh, that's the one.
That's the eclectic store you were told about. So as you're heading over there, you would go by Abilese Studio.
Yep.
Okay. And then take the turn up and you would go right by Cryas' shop. Then that would lead you past the jail to the bridge that goes across the river.
Yep.
Okay. To the Northern Bazaar. And then up to the Society of Learned Men.
I don't think I'll be let in if it's Society of Learned Men.
Detonate him.
No! What's wrong?
Is
Pretend
there
to be a
gate?
male? Maybe they won't check genitalia?
Maybe.
Isn't it not to be offensive, but isn't
Okay,
it
I don't really look that.
Oh.
Yeah. So
Yeah, that actually is a good point. If it is, so I don't know how seriously to take the term,
I
but
can't really tell.
I'm a skeptic.
So, do you want to stop at any of those locations on the way?
I mentioned the bazaar if we are looking to buy some stuff.
So, first is Abilese Studio. As you walk by there, you remember, but you weren't there yet.
I did tell
As you get within a block of this, okay, and you can see both of them are like, yeah, watch this. And as soon as you get into a block of, it's like almost a line in the sand, where all of a sudden everyone is smiling and cheery and waving good day to you. Okay, smell of freshly baked bread and lightly scented flowers and herbs.
Should I be scared?
I whisper to you. You're just very efficient. Me want a trip.
No, thank you.
Okay.
Are you?
No.
You can. I tell you to. I think it'd be funny. Part of me wants to just put my hand on your shoulder and force it, but I don't want to. 'Cause I just want to know what it would look like. It's a weird place. My character seems giddy.
I'm gonna kind of, in my head, ask Balthein, should I do it or will it hurt me?
It might be entertaining. And it's always good to open one's eyes to the world around them. For if your eyes are closed, then how shall you ever learn? And if you cannot see, then how will you identify?
I put my hand on her shoulder.
I'm gonna
I want to
If
see
you
this.
wish to truly work with us dead, don't be afraid of the spirits. Grasp them.
I'm gonna activate
Control
Spirit
them.
Vision.
Okay? This is when it gets really weird. As soon as you activate it, and so you'll get to see through, okay? You want to share it with the other party members?
Yeah. Can I just grab it out?
Okay.
I ask everyone to stop.
So that would be an extra 2 spell points to bring it up to the AoE.
Yep. So all of a sudden you guys all see.
You are the hub of the mind link.
Yep.
But they're not seen.
They are now.
Nick and
No, Nick, Knack, and
him. Anyone in the vicinity is seen. Okay.
The party.
the party members.
Who are
Here.
with us.
Yeah.
Yeah, as long as you don't resist. Okay. So, as he's saying this, and you turn and he puts his hand on you, and you turn it on, you look at the street you came up, and you see some spirits walking around. It looks like some dead orcs. You see a couple spirit children run by. You see an odd kind of 3-legged creature walk by. You're not really sure what that is, with big tentacles coming off of it, and this huge mouth in the front that the spirits aren't at all concerned about. And make a perception check.
Since my mind's open, can I give her advantage?
Yes,
You get advantage.
because you are mind
Keeping my mind
linked.
open. Yep. And mind linked right now.
13.
13.
Yeah.
As you're looking down, you notice a child whose spiritual aura is at least 10 times brighter than any of the others. Okay? And no, it's not blinding. It's
Oh.
just much
Right.
brighter than the others. And then as you stare at it, the child looks at you, and its aura dwindles right back down to less than everyone else.
Not creepy at all.
And then you turn around, and you look at the other side of the line. It's bright. You swear you see spirit energy rising from the ground towards the sky. You look around and you see fey creatures fluttering around the shop owners and people around town. It's a stark contrast. There is no humanoid undead here. Literally pixies, fairies, okay, odd little creatures you can't really identify that are just flittering around in and out of the produce and fruits and people that are there. Make another perception check.
This is. Do I still get the advantage?
Yeah?
12.
Okay. As you look towards the shop, okay, the shop itself glows from the top of the tower. Almost like it's the light from there that's radiating and bringing the light to this location.
What am I seeing? What is. This is interesting.
Have you... and you hear Balthein's voice. All of you hear Balthein's voice for the first time. Have you never seen a sanctified area?
No.
Oh.
Oh, everyone can hear me. This is interesting.
Yeah. Say hi to Balthein, everyone.
You feel this weird sucking, like draining sensation from you for a moment. Okay? And you see Balthein standing in front of you in his spiritual form.
Oh, hi!
Can we all see him?
You all watch Balthein's this spirit just step out of her body and looks at you.
Hi!
This is interesting. Greetings.
Greetings.
I am Balthein. Pleased to meet you. I do know all of you, although the only one that can communicate with me usually would be her, although she likes to avoid me. Good job on that command spell, by the way. Okay. By the way, if you're trying to banish someone, it's a completely different
I
situation.
know.
Anyway.
You were trying to kill us, though.
No, I wasn't.
What was with the whole undead show?
I can make them talk,
Oh.
but it takes a lot of effort, especially considering the fact I didn't have a physical form to cast from.
So if we didn't kill them, they would have just not done anything?
They would have sent my communication through to you.
Oh. I feel like a dick now.
Well, sometimes it comes down to reacting quickly. But
In our youth, mistakes are made. In our mid-ages, we must learn from our youth and not repeat those mistakes.
Okay.
And then in our later years, we can make sure that all those mistakes are erased forever in a bloody, fiery mess.
I like that idea.
He says that.
he's not wrong.
In game, you have to say that.
Yes.
No, my character will say honestly.
that was a
he's
game.
not wrong.
So, no, this would be a sanctified ground.
Huh.
It's been sanctified with Fey magic. That's why you're seeing the Fey currently.
Well, that makes
This
sense.
place has been sanctified since I was here last.
Oh.
So, I actually... Sorry, don't mean to drop off. Out of curiosity, do you know Abilene?
Yes.
Oh.
Friend?
Is she...
No.
Oh.
Ah.
Nor enemy.
Okay.
Neutral.
Useful.
Uh,
Expensive. And not easy to work with. I'd recommend not dealing with her if you don't have to.
Damn it.
Or making sure you pay her handsomely.
I'll make sure to do the latter.
why do you need to go in said shop?
I will say her artwork is exquisite.
What do you
Just be
need-
careful. Because none of her paintings are what they seem.
What are you planning on getting?
I mean, as far as what we're getting, I don't know about that. I'm mostly just trying to possibly find out information about someone.
Huh. Who?
Someone.
Someone?
Okay.
If you want to pry for the information since you're mind linked,
Yeah,
make
me
a
too.
intelligence roll.
I'm not gonna do that to him. That's mean.
Damn inquisitive bird.
Is there anything else that I can help you with? I look forward to our first rising of the dead then, as he steps back into you. Cold chills go up your spine and tingle throughout you. But you don't feel heavy anymore.
I'm gonna smack you for that comment.
I like them.
That was good.
Perfectly reasonable.
So what are you guys doing? Are you heading forward
I'm
further?
going to avoid the shop.
It's a good gallery, but
Okay, so you continue upward then, and then you come by Kyrus's shop, which you see the sign. It's very plain, old. In fact, this building actually looks to be kind of old, and for the wooden buildings to look old here is weird. And it's not painted. You know that how they look on the cape, that like salt dried wood text look? That's what this place has.
kind of a passive action, metagame-ish maybe, but as I'm traveling, can I look for the spider emblem?
Make a perception check.
My mind's open, so I get the... Nat 20.
Uh-huh.
Alright. Going past Abilene shop, none at all. Okay. As you reach Cryus' shop, you see that there is a token of, or a symbol of Loth within his display window. And you also see a reflection, as you notice it, of a symbol of Loth that wouldn't have normally lined up unless you saw it perfectly in the right light. Because as you turn around, you realize that 3 of the buildings, the general shape of them, when the light hits it just right with with the ornamentation on the roof of them, they line up into the symbol of Loth.
With this being at the end that creates the illusion. So this is that shop.
Not necessarily.
Okay.
You're looking at the front window of Cyrus' shop.
Yep.
Okay. You see symbol of Loth on an item in there. It's a cup.
Yep.
Okay. As you're looking at it, you see the reflection of the sun
Oh.
Okay, behind you. Okay, and as you're looking at it, the shadow from the top of the buildings behind you, you're just barely able to make out the symbol of Loth. And when you turn around, you can see there are 3 buildings that are offset from each other, but the light's coming out just right that the shadow of the ornamentation of these tops of these buildings create the symbol.
I tell them we gotta go in there. I kind of say that.
And make a investigation or history check. You're still mind linked.
Yeah, you're not wrong. So,
Oh, he doesn't need it then.
Okay.
I went with investigation.
The symbols are on top of 3 separate buildings.
Okay.
Okay, that are on the same block. Okay, that are not connected. Okay. The symbol itself does not appear as though it's trying to mark a location, but rather trying to mark. With Loth, there are multiple tiers.
Yeah.
Okay. You have the legs of Loth, which are usually the lowest, the runners,
Yeah.
the ones that are the acolytes. Okay. You have the body of Loth, okay, which is considered the middle hierarchy of it, high priest, etc. And then you have the head. And the churches are all set up the same way. So you have the head of the church, the body, and the legs.
Yeah.
And they're usually kept separately because of the class system. Loth is very much class orientated.
Gotcha.
Yep.
Okay.
So with that, and with the roll of 20, then I'm just going to flat out tell you that the one of them that appears to be the symbol of like Loth's head of the emblem would be the leaders of the church group that are there. The body would be the high medium members, and the legs would be the lower members. The buildings are otherwise completely unmarked.
Okay. Would I be able to make out what is the leg structure, the start of the symbol?
Exactly as the Loth symbol would be. And the leg structure would be the one closest to you.
Okay.
What's so special about this?
I mean, technically, you're still probably mind link because we're walking in the group, so no, you don't have to actually say it out loud.
No, I say it internally. What's the part of this?
I was given a contact in Swamptown. I'm trying to legitimize it here by my contact when I was spying guys.
Okay.
So, do you want to go in the Cryos' shop?
Sure.
Is that the shop? Cryosis, or is it the other shop? I'm sorry, I'm just trying to verify geographically in my head.
The
Okay.
shop only had the mug in it.
Yeah, I know that.
That's the shop I'm talking about.
Gotcha. Just want to make sure. So
I haven't mentioned any other shops.
I was thinking of the other buildings from it. My bad. So we
Okay.
head to the shop.
Okay.
Yep. All right. So
So
we.
you walk in, and this is the junk shop from like hell. Okay. It is a shambles. There's pieces on top of pieces jammed in every corner. Shelves full of all kinds of random stuff. Okay. It could probably take you years to sort everything that's in this place.
I'm gonna go back outside.
And right at the front there, you're greeted by this large, I believe elderly, right? Yeah, large elderly minotaur with 2 broken horns. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Yeah, sorry, didn't have my coffee yet. How can I help you folks? You come to buy, sell, trade? You want it, I got it. If not, I'll find it.
The cup in the window, I referenced the cup that I saw, intrigued me.
Oh, yeah, that's one of the ritual cups for Loth. It's there to get attention. Why, you're interested? 5 silver. I think it leaks.
I take the cup. I hand him the 5 silver. Can I flash the token that I was given by Strike Weaver to him?
Okay.
Any reaction?
No,
Alright.
not at all.
Just flash it subtly.
So you collect cups?
Just
I got all the other deities here too. If you look down, it's part of the collection. I'll have to go get another one. But otherwise, what y'all looking for?
I'm not really looking for anything, but I have this I could get rid of. Take out a hunk of pyrite. Pyrite.
Takes a look at it.
It's not real gold.
Pyrite, yep.
I have no real use for it.
Yeah, they don't sell them all. Well, I might be able to sell it to 5 silver.
Fine.
Takes the money that you handed him and hands it right to her.
Not disagreeing.
Anything special you guys looking for?
Can I just take a quick walk around, look for anything that catches my eye?
You see everything from weapons, armor, staves, wands, rings, brooches, clothing items, tools, plows. You think you see a sink somewhere in there. Costumes.
Curious question. Is there a bird-like creature in a jar?
Make an investigation check.
Probably.
Can I look around to see if there's anything that like catches my interest?
Sure, make an investigation check.
9.
9? No.
No.
17.
You do find a bunch of jars with little creatures into it, okay, but none that you can identify as a bird. What was it?
17.
17. You find literally a stack of great swords sitting right next to a bunch of plate armor.
Can I go move the armor?
Make another investigation check.
I keep looking around.
And how about the rest of you?
Let me see if they have any chain skills there.
Chain sickle?
Yeah.
Alright, roll investigation.
I keep looking around for it.
11.
I'll let you one more roll to search for it.
That's fine. I'll take that.
You only get 2 rolls maximum per item.
That's fine.
What?
11.
11? I'm sorry, what were you looking for again?
Chain skill.
Chain sickle? You don't find a chain sickle, but you do find a really finely made silver chain that looks to be about 30 feet long. And you find a brass ball that has a connector to it for like the back end of it. And you do find what looks to be a sickle, but the sickle looks odd to you. Make a perception check. See how much you notice about it.
15. You know exactly what I'm looking for, too, right?
Basically.
Yeah.
Yeah, you find a jar that is sealed up with wax over the top. And inside you see what looks to be some kind of like a toucan.
Does it twitch?
No. 4? It has a bone handle, and the blade itself has a reddish tinge.
How much for both of them?
For the chain and the sickle? Bring that over here. Let's see.
Bring it over.
So he brings it over. So this is actually a true silver chain. So this one would be 30 feet, 60 gold.
You should have.
Can I have credit in here too? Critical pomegranate.
I did that, didn't I? Yep. You should have done that anyway.
Thank you, sir. Anything else I can get you today?
How much store
As he
credit will I have
quietly
later?
puts it down. Huh?
How much store credit will I have for later?
Well, let's see. Current market price. So, deducting all that. Let's say 3,800 gold worth of credit.
And that's gimmies?
Huh?
Gimmies?
Kyrus. K-Y-R-U-S.
I'm gonna go up to him and I'm gonna politely ask, do you have anything about Skeksies?
Skeksies. So what are you looking for? Skeksies parts, Skeksies legend lore, Skeksies clothing, Skeksies equipment. Let's see. I got a Skeksie's leg, a couple beaks. I got some armor made out of Skeksy bones. I got a club made out of Skeksy skulls. Really interesting girl sold that one to me not too long ago.
Who?
I don't know. Tiefling, dark red. I saw it on her belt. I thought it was really cool.
How tall was she?
A bit taller than you.
Like 8 feet?
Yeah, she was tall, yeah.
Oh, then that may have been my older sister.
Oh.
Your sister doing what I
Hold on. He comes back over, and you see 4 Skeksy skulls, each with one beak, and it's like interlinked links. With one beak goes this way, next beak, next beak, next beak, all with a steel rod going down of it, wrapped in what looks to be leather of some type of creature. You see also there are feathers stuck into the tip of the war mace. Isn't this beautiful?
Yeah.
Yep, 100% Skek apparently.
How much is it for the
The cudgel?
Why?
Well, it is one of a kind, and I really enjoyed displaying it, but I suppose I can let it go for 175 gold.
Skeksies lore and legends, please.
All right. I had a book somewhere in the bookcase down in the back over there, if you can find it. It's what was it? Under the Fields of the Cherry Blossoms.
Okay.
That would be the book you're looking for. Yep.
I walk over to the bookshelf, start
You can check out his
scanning.
rings.
He has a large collection of rings in multiple cases.
Ask him if he has a ring of like blurring or
Not that
teleportation ring.
So, what? Are you looking for a ring of Misty Step, a ring of Blur, a ring of Displacement,
Blur displacement.
okay, a ring of Phasing,
Phasing or dim door.
ring of Dimension Door, ring of Thunderstep,
I like dimension door.
Dimension Door? Okay,
How much for the two?
for a Dimension Door, let's see, he brings over this ugly ass ring. Okay, it's made out of like black obsidian and has this like shadowy like onyx, obsidian pendant on the top of it. It's gaudy as hell. Okay, with gold trim. He's like, well, for this one, I'd have to say 25,000 gold.
How much for the ring of blur?
The Ring of Blur, that one's about 20,000 gold.
The first one was the ring of
Dimension Door.
maybe 2,500 for the store credit. Is that what it?
Did you write it down?
I wrote down 25. I thought that's what you said. Okay.
2,500. I think it was 2,800, but yeah.
How would you feel about more pomegranate?
No.
No.
They're not that easy to sell. They're not that easy to trade off usually. And it's often too dangerous to sell them. Especially in my shop here. I don't deal with the high rollers like that often. If you want to make money off it, go down to the bazaar. Okay. I'm not a produce dealer. I just bought it for myself. This is the freshest one I've seen in years.
Alright. Hold those for me.
Do I have any
I make no guarantees without deposit of at least 50%.
Is that like 5 platinum for all that?
Make a perception check.
Do I have any luck finding the book?
Investigation check.
6.
6.
Yeah.
Okay. So, anything else I can help you with?
No, that'll do for the moment.
Alright. Anything for you, sir?
18.
18. Okay. Yes, you find it. It's an old, crumbling cover. Okay. And when you look at it, do you take a quick flip through to take a look at
I'll
it?
take a gentle flip through.
Yeah, it is very fragile.
Yeah, I'll take a gentle flip through.
Okay, make a sleight of
I
hand.
can, but if I do it now, it will probably go up in price. I know what I'm doing.
Make a sleight of hand check.
Seven.
As you go to turn the page breaks off and crumbles into dust in your hand.
Gonna gently close.
Make another sleight of hand check.
God damn it.
This is gonna have prestidigitation.
I also have mending, but if I do that, it's gonna go up in price. I guess I'll cast mending on it.
Finish the sleight of hand first.
You could ask.
19.
Okay, it closes up, no problem. Okay, it seems just don't touch the paper.
Okay, I'm gonna
Although
go
you
up.
can see your fingerprint like indented slightly into the cover.
I'm gonna go up and kind of. How much?
Oh, you got it in one piece. Good job. 10 silver.
Okay, I'll give him 10 silver.
Okay. And yet you would definitely want to do a mending on that before.
I'm gonna do that now.
Oh, that's a cool move.
Mending.
I'll have to remember that. So, what else can I help you folks with today?
I'm all set.
I think you're 20 for looking for the armor and stuff.
You rolled a natural 20?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I was just waiting.
Oh boy, okay.
What kind of armor do I find?
And you're looking for chitin, right?
Yep. I'm trying to complete my own chitin armor.
With a 20, you find black leather boots that catch your eye and you just can't seem to stop looking at them.
Sticky note.
Yeah, make a note of what I'm stating off. I've had a bit to puff and I might not remember everything. Okay. You see a suit of chitin armor that looks to be equivalent to what you have. Okay. You see a breast.
Is that armor?
Huh?
Color?
It's bleached white
I could easily guess presentation.
and shows a bit of battle wear. Okay. You see some really fine elven chainmail. Okay. Although that's not really what you were looking for. You also see a chest plate made out of red metal.
No.
Okay. You find a two-handed broadsword made out of red metal with a hollow blade. You find a mithril greatsword that has two blades. So instead of just one blade going up from that cross piece, it comes up as one and then it splits into two blades coming up from there.
So it's like a giant two-pronged fork.
Okay. You also find a two-handed sword the likes of which you've never seen before. It's made out of a metal that you can't quite identify, that is really lightweight, and it looks like the blade looks like a cross. It is a straight blade that goes out, and then it has a cross piece at about 3/4 of the way down the blade that comes out to points on each side. If you were going to describe it as anything, basically imagine a warhammer where the shaft is a sword blade, there's another sword blade tip coming out of the top of it, and instead of a hammer on each side, it's another sword tip coming off each side.
That's interesting.
Yep. And it has like a hole directly in the center of the cross piece.
Can I pick it up?
Yeah, it's pretty lightweight. No, heavier than yours, but much lighter than your old one was.
But it kind of balances it out. I would have a lightweight blade in my right hand and like a sort of heavy one in the left.
Yep, and it's about a 4-foot long blade.
I'm gonna hang on to that.
Okay.
I'm gonna try to see if I could cure it up.
It's an idea. Okay. So, yeah, that's what you find with your 20. Yeah, I can't really think of anything else that you'd really find there. Alright, anybody else? This is a junk shop, random chance of anything. Yeah.
Portable holes.
Roll.
Handicap sack.
For a portable hole, right?
Sure. 10.
10?
Plus wood miller.
Investigation.
Sack of holding?
Roll.
15.
15.
15.
You find a black silk scarf that does have a label on it that says careful, ask at counter.
What's up with this?
Oh, interesting. Puts it on the counter. You say, nothing. He reaches down, puts his hand right down into it. Says, see, take a look. You can see inside it's about a 10-foot by 10-foot cube square. That's accessible. And then, something. And then it's regular cloth again. Yes. Clear up your credit, call it even.
That works.
Okay. Probably better deal than the 5,000 gold I usually charge.
Much.
18.
18?
18. I don't like that.
What?
I feel like you just rolled damage or something. That's just me.
She's not. You were not in combat. You don't have to worry about rolls.
Paranoia.
Calm down.
Huh?
I'm trying to figure out how to draw that sword now so I have an image of it.
Imagine the blade is a cross.
Like
So just
Christian
imagine like
cross.
any like Christian cross or like Catholic cross, you know,
The
kind of
Jesus
thing.
saber.
Yeah. And only it's all blade with a hole in the center of the cross piece. Which upon closer reflection looks like something was once within it.
Oh.
So, yes, you find a sack. Okay? It's a rather large sack with about a 2-foot large opening when you open it, and you realize it's a bag of holding when you pick it up, and it dumps upside down, and out comes 3 dead bodies.
Yeah. Oh.
Oh, that's where those thieves went. All right.
How much for the bag?
With the bodies?
Bag of holding. 120,000 gold. Those are rare.
Aww. I'm gonna put it back. What do you want me to do with the bodies?
Reaches under the counter, pulls out a wand, points it at him as this purplish red light comes out of it, and you just see them disintegrate into dust. That should take care of them. Puts the wand back down behind the counter.
Cool.
Anything else?
I'm all set.
Sophia, are you trying to purchase any of these things?
Yeah, I'm purchasing the sword.
Which one?
The interesting one.
The cross one?
Yes.
Okay.
And the boom is just a symbol.
He's
Okay.
not
And I'm
here.
gonna go look at that red chest piece.
Okay. So for the sword,
Yeah.
it's going to be 30,000
Gold.
gold. Okay. 30,000 gold for the sword. The boots, you'll let those go for 7,500 gold.
They're just leather boots.
Oh, those are boots of the drow.
Oh.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah.
They're imbued with move silent and pass without a trace. You can also use them to shadow step once per day, and you have a +5 to hide in shadows. That's on top of the +10 normally to stealth. I'm not sure where these metagame kind of concepts are coming out of a Minotaur's mouth, but help you understand what's going on.
Yeah, the gods understand.
So how much
Skex comment, the gods
7,500.
understand. That was supposed to be funny. Skex just says, yes, the gods will understand.
May whatever god you follow bless you. And may whatever god haunts you not find you.
I'm gonna hand him 375
How
pounds.
ominous.
I did the math.
Okay?
Comes up to you and leads me and wants me dead.
So, have you ever heard of a amulet of concealment?
How much are we talking?
This one's only 1,500 gold. It'll make it so no one can scry upon you using normal arcane methods.
You hear in the back of your head,
That would be
she
good.
might need that if she pissed off a god.
Need one.
You hear, and then you hear Balthein back in your head. You'd be so much more interesting without it. Not to mention that would hurt trying to get back into her body afterwards. I like this mind link.
He's got a point. Yeah, you're hearing conversation.
Can I go
in the
up
back
to
of
her
your
and
head.
look at what she's peeking at?
Well, he's showing her an amulet of concealment.
In the back of your head, you hear, and you guys that hear this too, would be might not be a good idea for the passenger.
Balthein says no. Please no. I'll conceal her from most types of stuff like that. And he said arcane anyway. Skeksies is not arcane.
Okay, so she
Thanks for the offer, but I don't think I need it.
Kind of looking at you all funny as you're having a conversation with someone that's
No,
not
this
there.
is all between the mind link.
Oh, all in the mind link?
mind link.
Yeah.
Okay, so he's just looking at you expectingly, like waiting for an answer until you say that. All right, and you want to take a look at what else? The breastplate, you said?
Yeah, that one.
Oh, sorry.
Okay.
Yeah, you said. Yeah, before you were talking about a breastplate, so was there a breastplate there?
Yeah, reddish tinge one.
Yeah, there was the chitin one that was all bleached out.
Yeah, I don't
Okay,
know.
and then there was the red metallic one.
Is that one for a guy body or a girl body?
It's a basic chest plate. It's asexual.
Can I pick it up and sort of look at him? What sort of metal is this?
Ah, that's a specialty metal you can only get from the alchemist down on the crystal plains.
Yeah,
It's blood crystal.
just
Yeah, it's not even technically a metal. If you knock on it, and he knocks on it, and you hear it rings. Not like when you hit metal like a bell does, but like the higher pitch of like a crystal vibrating. Yeah, not the strongest against physical attacks, but it'll absorb most magical.
So it's for magic stuff, not easy stuff.
Yep.
Hey, Skek, can you come
Yeah.
here?
It's made out of the same kind of thing as the scythe that he just picked up.
I'm gonna go over. What?
By the way, it's a bloodsteel scythe. I'll write that out for you another time.
Blood
dagger.
steel. Blood steel.
Huh?
I pat my dagger.
I don't protect you against magic.
Oh no, not you. Them.
Hmm?
Blood steel was mentioned. You know. Oh, I get
Yeah.
metagame.
So metagame.
Yeah.
Okay. This world has its own version of Bloodsteel.
Oh.
Okay, back in Nowhere on the last campaign, the magically life-imbued Bloodsteel that was there, that was imbued from the blood of all the fallen, going into the ore, getting the magical essence from the worlds below, that was controlled by a greater demon. So that's what caused the corruption, because it became a demonic Bloodsteel. Okay,
So
you
that's-
guys just blew up the world before you got a chance to find out.
I need one of those.
No, you don't. You don't want it. You don't. Trust me, you don't.
It was fun.
No, it wasn't. It's entertaining for people, but not for me.
Alright,
Need another human.
so anything else you want to look at here? Did you want the price on the Bloodsteel, or?
No,
Blood crystal.
Okay.
I wanted her
crystal.
to try it on though. Cheaper.
I can't.
Hey boss, you want to get me these rings?
You could
because
try.
I asked if I can try it on.
Okay, roll a d20 for me.
Probably won't fit me. Can I look at it and size it up? Will it fit? I don't want to break it.
You're not sure until you slide it on. It's a weird construction. It's like two metal plates in the front with like metal banding in between it. It looks like you should be able to slide it on, and it should stretch or move, but you're not
look at
sure.
it. First, how much is this in case I do? Wait,
Yep.
if I do break it, I can
Basically.
always patch some ending.
That one, that's been here for a while. I can let that one go for 2,500.
Is it alright if I try it on?
Yeah, sure. It might fit you.
I apologize if it breaks. What am I rolling for?
What'd you roll?
2017.
17?
Yeah.
You slide it over. Yeah, it fits over you.
Does it
Okay.
lower my armor class?
As you kind of fiddle your other arms and stuff, okay, it fits right around them. And as you're slipping it on and kind of moving it around, it almost seems to like custom fit to you. Everyone else in the shop make a perception roll while she's doing this.
No. 11.
12.
And that's enough for both of you to realize that as she's pulling it down, the metal is stretching and then forming to her flesh and form.
Even her other little extra arms on the back.
Yeah, it's like going around them.
Does it bring down my armor class? Because of unarmored.
Okay, it is considered armor. It would be considered as a breastplate +2. So that would be basic AC. What's your dex modifier?
My dexterity is a 14 plus 2.
So it's a +2.
Yes.
So the breastplate would put you at a 16 AC with no other armor.
Yeah, I'm gonna take this off. I have a higher AC without it on.
Okay.
So I take it off and there's no problems.
No.
I'll put it back where she got it.
As she takes it off, you guys can see that it kind of shrinks back and reforms.
Not for me. I'm safer without it.
Okay.
Hey boss, I could use some gear.
Yeah, he has no armor.
Why
Do
don't
you
you
see
try on
anything that you like?
the?
Huh?
Why don't you try on the red breastplate? It's good for magic detection.
Not really physical.
That affect me though?
You're a
Where's casting?
spellcaster, right?
Uh-huh.
Oh, that's right. You don't have a armor affecting casting, right? Okay.
Some does, but not all.
Hey, I'll try it on.
Okay. What's your dex bonus?
+2.
+2? So yeah, it would put you at a 16 with no other armor.
Exactly where I'm at now.
If you have other armor, then that just adds on to it.
Then shoot me up to an 18.
What you said?
You said 2,500? pretty cheap. Yeah.
It's just 25 platinum.
I'm having a great day today.
I don't want to be seen with a lot of money
25
either,
gold
so.
and you're giving them 25 platinum?
No, it's
2,500.
100.
Oh yeah.
2,500.
that's 25 platinum.
Yep.
Um,
So yeah, put on blood crystal +2. I'll make a note of that so that I can put it on there later for you.
I'm higher on armor. They're not saved.
we taking a break?
Yeah.
Just an assassin there.
He's a spy.
So the boots that she picked up would work better for you.
Yeah.
She's just gonna walk up to you just hand them over to you.
You sure?
Yeah, I think they might fit you. I don't know, because I don't look at your
I have normal human feet, so humanoid feet.
How you jump so we could always use Mendo.
Never said my body was the same as a human. I said I look human.
You're like, oh, okay.
Yeah, it's my race. The muscles in our legs are bigger, so I can jump higher. But I don't look any different than a regular human. But yeah, hi. So I guess he's giving me the boot, Sean.
You're taking the boot to the drow?
She gave them to me.
He's an assassin, so I feel like the boots would suit him more.
Yeah.
She's not wrong.
No.
It's not really a tank item.
Yeah, so you did hear what
Make
this
one more
guy's
investigation
word.
roll.
Oh no. Nat 20.
Damn!
It's right there, man. It was all open.
Right?
Something catches your eye under a pile of stuff.
And I go and lift that stuff to look at what's on
Okay.
it.
Make a dex check that you don't drop everything on you.
11. Is there anything else that you have to
Okay.
see?
So half the pile collapses, but you are able to grasp it.
Yeah.
Okay. You see this dark purple set of boots that look to be interlaced little rings of purple metal with what looks to be like leather bindings in between it.
Interesting.
They're super lightweight. They don't jingle. And you do feel a definite attraction to them.
I'm gonna look at the guy that cleaned up the boots. How much are these?
See if he remembers them. Yep. 40,000.
Is there any way that we could like negotiate?
Any way we can get a discount after all this money we spent here today?
You know what? Make a persuasion roll.
No, all mine connected. Anyone who wants to assist probably could. If,
What? You're
right?
good,
Right? Is
yeah.
that fair? Is that fair? I'm not trying to OP it. I'm not trying to OP it.
I'm agreeing with you. Go for it.
I mean, we all get advantage.
Yeah, you get advantage on all charisma and wisdom rolls.
So, out of 2 rolls, what's the best number all of us can configure? I got a 13.
We're
is my
rolling
best.
too.
You get that too. Not you, sorry, man.
Or
I got
I only got a
15.
15.
So we have a 14, 15,
13 was my highest.
13.
15 wins.
15 wins.
Okay.
12
And I
ain't
didn't even
helping.
add my bonus.
What's your bonus?
It's charisma, right? So that's a 19.
Persuasion.
Persuasion? Yeah, it's a 19. I have a +4.
Okay. And go down to 30. Those boots are imbued with Circle of Protection against good and evil. Okay.
Can I have
Thunder Step.
one moment?
AC +2.
One moment.
Give her a minute to catch up.
Alright, you know what? We'll take a break here while I finish going through the stats for her. Or would you rather I just finish recording? I'll just do it on recording so in case you have to look back at it.
So,
So they're +2 AC.
Yeah.
Okay. Thunder Step, which is an interesting spell. Circle of Protection versus good and evil. And let me know when you're ready for the next
I'm
one.
stupid. How do I spell against?
Against. Good and evil. You can look up the spells for the information afterwards. Or what'll happen is I'll just write it up anyway. And you have Thunderstep, protection against good and evil. And once per day, you can do Healing Wave. Heal D8 hit. Heal D8. What's your strength modifier?
5.
Okay. So it's going to be your strength modifier times per day that you can use it for D8 healing in a 15-foot radius. Yeah.
3
Do
foot
the
radius.
drow boots have an AC bonus?
15-foot radius. What?
Do the drow boots have an AC bonus?
+1.
And they have move without a trace, silent step, 1 use per day, misty step, and +5 stealth and shadow.
Once per day, it's not Misty Step, it's Shadow Step.
Shadow step, gotcha.
You step into one shadow and step out of another within like 40 feet.
I'm gonna have fun
There you
with
go.
drawing salesman.
Okay.
Perfect.
All copacetic?
Yep.
Okay. Then I shall put this on hold for a few moments, and we shall return.